Hello and welcome back to my channel, Thomas Ashley, and more importantly, welcome back to my series, Candid with Cancer. First of all, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who's watched the episode so far, or if this is your first time, welcome to Candid with Cancer. I hope you enjoy it. If you want to see any of the other episodes, especially the first 4 that have been, there's going to be a playlist link in the description or links to the videos there, and you can go and watch them out. But I just want to say a huge thank you for everyone coming back. However, I won't keep you much longer. So let's get into Candid with Cancer. Candid with Cancer 5. The Aftermath. I came out of hospital in July 2015. The next year and a half was a bit of a blur, especially year 11. I was so focused on staying in my year group and getting my GCSEs done. I just powered through. I missed a lot of my first term in year 11 due to illness. But I still wanted to get it done. I felt like I didn't have a choice and that if I got through it, I would start sixth form with my peers and everything would be normal again. Everything that had happened could just be forgotten about. I would be me again. I'd be Tom. I'd be the Tom everyone knew. But I was wrong. So wrong. This was just the beginning of what was to come. Apart from a few memories during this period, such as travelling to Ecuador to volunteer in the summer of 2016 and my make-a-wish to visit the new Star Wars set, I have no recall of anything significant or important. I just can't remember anything. I was so focused on just getting through life. I forgot to live. But I didn't know this at the time. At the start of sixth form, I realised my mental health was rock bottom, and it started to come to light. Though it had been troubling me for a while, I never showed it, or acknowledged it. I didn't want to believe it because I was normal. I didn't understand it because I was the same as everyone else, doing what everyone else does. But I wasn't. I went into sixth form in 2016, ready and raring to go, as I think a lot of people would be. But for me, it was a fresh start. I could put what I'd been through behind me and get on with life. However, from day one, I struggled. I first noticed it when I couldn't decide on the topics I wanted to study. But I thought this was normal. I kept switching, having no idea what to do. Then I couldn't concentrate in lessons, just constantly fidgeting, losing concentration, messing around, not really wanting to be there or not knowing why I was there. What was I doing? What was my purpose? This got picked up on after a month or so because it was getting worse. Looking back on it now, this was my first cry for help. This was the only way I knew how to show people I needed help. Please help me. Something wasn't right, but I didn't know. And no one else knew. Again, I don't remember this point in my life too clearly. Still very much a blur, just trying to get through each day rather than live it. But I finally got called into my head of sixth form's office, where I just broke down. I just gave in. And this was a scary time. Even though it was different from my diagnosis, I didn't know what was going on or what I was feeling and why I was feeling it. I continued to get worse and worse. Unfortunately, I wouldn't find out until 5 years later. But I didn't know that at the time. One thing that did stick with me was when my teacher told me I'd been dealt a set of cards. And this is my set of cards with which I play my life at the moment. And in life, some people get a good set of cards, and others get an awful set of cards, just like in poker. But it's about what you do with those cards instead of constantly comparing and feeling sorry for yourself. Make those cards work for yourself. Do what you have to do to make those cards work. But I didn't know. I wish I did. It would have saved me a lot of pain if I had known. The more I sit on it and remember and have time to reflect, I was in a dark place, somewhere I had never been before or thought I could ever go. I was having dark thoughts, and the demons weren't just taking over, but had taken over. I thought I'd been through the worst already. Cancer. At least, I knew what cancer was and I could make sense of it. This had no face, no name, nothing I could categorize. Because it was all in my head. One question which stuck out to me at this point in my life, which I became fixated on, is where would I be and how would I feel if I just hadn't gone through this? If I could just go back in time and start again? If I go back to February 2015 and somehow change it? That's all I wanted. I didn't want this anymore. I was hurting and I was in pain. Worst of all, I didn't know why. I couldn't express myself. I couldn't explain it. I couldn't understand it. I just wanted to go back and start again. Just wanted to be normal. Because I didn't know what was going on. I just wanted to be normal. That's what I would say to myself. I just wanted to be normal and treated normally. After a while, I started seeing a counsellor provided by my school. And it was hard. I didn't want to believe how I was feeling, that I needed help. I'd only been a burden for the last couple of years and it continued. But this helped. This really helped. The next couple of months, I can't really remember why, but I did start to pick up. I could see something ahead of me. I started to realise that what I'd been through wasn't normal. So why would I be normal? Around February 2017, I started to think about my future. What university am I going to go to? Where will I go? What am I going to go do after university? I started the process of figuring things out, which is hard enough without added circumstances. There's also a sports trip to South Africa coming up. And having spent a year and a half getting fit again, because of the toll of the cancer and chemo on my body, I couldn't wait for it. I was excited. I was slowly but surely enjoying things in my life again. I was doing things that gave me joy, and the hard work was paying off. The elections for new prefects were also coming up. I'd always wanted to be one. Things seemed to be looking up, and I could see a path forward had been cleared, which was a positive. But everything was ripped away from me, right from under my nose, in the blink of an eye. From hero to zero in a heartbeat. And I remember. I just wanted to give up and die. My worst nightmare had come true. What I had dreaded the most. I relapsed. And that's episode 5 of Candid with cancer complete, the aftermath. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around. I will try not to waffle on too much as I usually do, but if you like the video, it would be amazing if you could leave a like. If there's anything you want to see or things you're enjoying, you're not enjoying, constructive criticism, leaving a comment would go a long way. But most importantly, if you could please subscribe, that would be incredible and it'll help me on my journey of what I want to do and hopefully more of this and helping other people out there. That's where I'll leave it. So thank you for watching today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it and I'll see you next week.